Hey Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Today we are looking at the first half of the first wave of Super 7's newest original property. The weirdest, only the first three came out. Well, that one, and that one. And then these are coming out later on. But I'm excited about these. I love the worst. I've got a couple of different sets of the worst, but the weirdest, I opened a few of the worst, but the weirdest demand to be opened because of the level of interactivity and just the uniqueness of these. And I love the card art, but I gotta open these up. Something about them, they're just so, I feel like these are meant to be toys. Perhaps more so than anything that Super 7 puts out. More so than most ReAction figures anyway, especially this guy. So we're going to save him for last. Who he actually has a feature listed up there, but we'll take a look at that in a minute. So we'll put Goryor and Blood to the side and start with Trash Squatch, which is kind of hard to say. The ghastly, nasty garbage ghoul. I love this bizarre art. The back, I already showed it to you. We've got the cross cell. We've got all the worst listed on here. And yeah, let's open it up. The card is pretty sturdy. Not as thick as like a 1/12 scale Marvel figure, but definitely one of the sturdier cards you'll find on a 1/18 scale figure. High quality, looks good. The bubble is attached very, very firmly. I mean, Super 7 has been doing this for a very long time now, so they know what they're doing. So let's get this guy out. Trash Squatch. This is ridiculous. These are one of the things that Super 7 kind of just, I think they put up a teaser one day, and then a week or so later, these just went up for sale. It's just done deal. So you've got your actually. Oh, okay. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of articulation. So they did not lose any articulation. He has got. Clearly there's kind of a Muppety Oscar the Grouch type of vibe going on here, but it's also something else entirely. But I love that kind of stuff where you can see, maybe a little bit of influence, but it is a completely original and strange thing. So you've got little fangs sculpted on there. You've got the black from the open lid / mouth. Just some bizarre toy glasses with eyebrows sitting on top, and those slitted red pupils. Get some nice, this is what looks so Muppety about it to me, these extra long arms with the fur, and then the legs, which have they don't move back very far because they've got kind of a standard ReAction figure butt back there, but they do move forward as far as the trash can allows. I've got peg holes in the feet, but I can't imagine you're really going to need those because, maybe he won't stand up very well. Maybe you do want to stand for this guy. Although, why wouldn't you have him with his arms out? I wonder if he'll stand with just one arm out. Not that that's a better look. So he needs the arms, he needs them forward just a little bit to maintain his balance. But there you go. That is Trash Squatch. Love it. Okay, put him to the side, and we will take a look at Blood, the rock and roll vampire king. Okay. Same card back. I'm very, very excited about the Mummy's Hand, by the way. Well, the Mummy's Hand and Zombeef. Both of those are great. Trauma Bomb might almost even be a pass for me. I'm not so sure about that one, but these two for sure I'm going to be getting once they're available. All right. No, this one doesn't open up quite as easily as Trash Squatch did. Just a giant... Oh, he's got one little twist tie holding his guitar in place. Oh my gosh, and that's going to be... I wasn't expecting to have any issues with these. Alright, let me get in there and snip that. Maybe. Oh my gosh. So unnecessary. It's like the hardest of hard little twist ties, so it's not coming undone. You know, it would be easier. Or not. Oh my gosh, this is made of like titanium. Super 7. Not necessary. Holy cow. You guys are getting ready to experience some fury, unlike anything I have ever expressed on this channel before. Because this twist tie, the plastic, it seems like it's like melted together. So it won't untwist. Alright, I'm going to have to get down to business here. That was the most unreasonable toy packaging dilemma I have had in the history of this show, and I scuffed my guitar up a little bit trying to cut that. I don't use profanity here on the channel, but I really want to. Okay. It was completely ridiculous. So, here is Blood, whose head is just giant novelty vampire fangs that may or may not glow in the dark. I'll have to test that in a minute. It seems like they should, but you never know. He's got a cool, like, almost skeletal rib design that is sculpt and paint. Belt buckle is the fangs. He's got the silver sort of Kiss-esque boots. I mean, you know, they're not platforms, but there's definitely some reminiscent of Kiss business going on here. And then on the back, he's actually got the same design that's on his chest here, which I really like. That's a nice touch. He's got the villainous eyes. This reminds me, and I don't think it's taking any inspiration of it at all, but just a quick glance at this reminds me a lot of Brack. But 5 points of articulation. You got the head and the shoulders and the hips. And then there's the guitar, which is actually two pieces, because you have the guitar, which is a very pleasing bat shape. You can see where I scratched it up trying to cut through that blasted twist tie. Sculpted strings. Looks really good, and then the strap is actually a softer plastic that's been bonded with the guitar. There are little pegs there, but this has actually been... Oh, the pegs are sculpted part of the strap. So the strap, I'm guessing, is just glued on. So I would be very, very careful with this. But looks great. I don't know if I would have gone with the light blue, but at the same time, it does work with the colors of the figure very nicely. Like I said, be very careful with how you handle that strap. Oh, okay. So, well, no. I was going to say it fits in his hand. That just needs to go up a little higher. So the strap doesn't totally fit perfectly and work like you would imagine it would. He looks... It'll take some working to get this to look exactly right. This is one that if you're very concerned about the pose, maybe you leave him in the package, because the strap just needs to be tighter. If it was just shorter, but then you wouldn't be able to get it on him. Well, wait, okay, yes you could, because you could just slide it up from the bottom. That would be the way to do it. So yeah, the strap should just be like that. So you just slide it up the figure into place, and then you don't worry about how loose it is, or the hands even having to hold it, really, because the hands don't really hold it very well. So design-wise, great look, but functionality-wise, the interaction with the accessory is not super. We'll set him to the side and get to... Well, we'll go back and check out his glow-in-the-dark. Well, I guess I might as well do it now. I already stopped once. Okay, even if he does glow, which I don't think he will, but even if he does glow, I don't know if we'll get the total effect here, but let's check it out. Oh, wow! He glows, and boy, does he glow. Look at that. Man. Oh, I am impressed. When Super 7 gets glow in the dark right, they really get glow in the dark right. Look at that guy. Oh, I love it. What a nice little surprise feature. Good job, Super 7. Okay, let's keep going here. And last, but certainly not least, Goryor, the immortal fighter of pain with immortal battle damage. Same card back. This is, I think, the largest blister that's been on a regular Super 7 release. Certainly could be the largest number of accessories a regular release ReAction figure has had. And this guy, like, this was the first one. Like, the others I kind of noticed, but this was the one that I was like, whoa, this is something really weird and different, and I gotta find out what's going on here. His spikes are extra sharp and pointy. Just a gruesome sculpt, half his face missing, spots in his body to stick those weapons. Like the X, the big gold X on the front, all the spikes on him. This is ridiculous. And then he's got his, oh, he's not, he's bare, oh wait, look. Okay. I thought that the skirt was one piece, but it's not. It's just really, really cleverly sculpted onto the body. Well, you can see on the back. It's a little more apparent the way it works. But it is kind of hard to get his legs to move because you have to hold him and not... the spikes are legit pointy, like uncomfortable to put too much pressure on. So there you go. There is Goryor in all his gruesome detail. And then we got to take a look at his removable body parts. So he's got... a bone sticking out of his leg, and some more bloody red meat visible, and you just peg that into place, and look at that, works perfectly. And then the arm, they went the other way with it, where the hole is on the main part of the body. And then he's got a bone sticking out of the arm. Well, that's almost a little disappointing. That's a closed fist and not a C grip. Because I'd like him to be able to hold two weapons at once. But whatever. And that plugs in there. Not the easiest thing in the world. Again, because of those spikes. But pretty good, pretty decent seal on those joints. I mean, for, this kind of figure with this kind of feature, I can't be too mad about, a visible joint right there. Looks pretty great. Oh, okay, so he doesn't need to hold anything there because he's got some, like, Conan style spike wrapped up. So that is the weapon. It actually wouldn't make sense for him to be holding another weapon in that hand. So you can give him whichever one of these you want, or you can just straight up have him be the victim of this awful trauma. Yeah, I kind of want the sword going in from the back if I can make that. Yep, there we go. Sword goes in the back, or can go in the back. We're going to put the axe, one of the axes, in the shoulder. Oh, it goes in there really nice and snug. And then the smaller axe, the hatchet-style axe, I'm going to put in the head. It really is difficult to work around these sharp, sharp spikes. Okay, so these really, like, friction holds these in place really well. See? Look at that. I mean, not snap into place, but are really, really snug where they fit into him. Even the sword is in there very securely. You know what? I'm going to do... Why don't we put that axe going in from behind? He's gotten attacked from behind a couple of times there. Look at that. Goryor. Absolutely ridiculous. Definitely one of the weirdest. There you go. That is the first 3 figures from Series 1 of the weirdest from Super 7. I love them. This, obviously, Trash Squatch is probably the least of these. He's awesome, but he's probably the least of these 3, and yet, because of his name and his muppetiness, he is still awesome. So, there you go. Super 7's The Weirdest have begun here. I'm thrilled about it. Can't wait to get at least 2 of the next 3. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things, and remember, keep it weird.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.